Hey, Paul. I just wanted to get your opinion on Andrade. He's had a couple of matches with Rey Mysterio over the last couple of weeks that have gotten a lot of attention. Safe to assume you're not surprised by his rise, but what does it mean when you see someone able to make it to that next level on the main roster, which we've seen as anything but a guarantee?
Yeah, I'm thrilled. You know, he is an exceptional talent. I've always thought that. You know, there's barriers coming in, with him with language and different things that it took us a little bit of time for him to get comfortable and everything. But now he's just, he's on fire, to say the least, and just excelling, and it's awesome. And I can see even him as a person, just not even talking about performance-wise, just his confidence and his ability just to see himself as who he is growing every single week when I see him, and that's an awesome thing to see. Hopefully we'll see it more and more. Like you said, none of it is a guarantee. What everybody does with the opportunity and what the opportunity is it's always a work in progress. But he is a guy that has every opportunity that's been put in front of him, he has capitalized on, knocked the ball out of the park, and lately all the ones he's hit have they keep sailing. So I'm really happy for him, and I think he's just a phenomenal talent that has an incredibly bright future.
Thank you very much.
Next we'll move to Sean Ross Sapp with Fightful.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Paul, thank you so much. We've seen photographs, videos of The Rock's daughter, Simone Johnson, training at the Performance Center here and there. Can you give us any insight on that, how it came about, and maybe The Rock's reaction to that happening, and if we're going to see more of her in the future?
Yeah, look, I think if you want to know about The Rock's daughter, best person to ask would be The Rock. Yeah, I think she probably, I know, has the bug of the business. She has caught the love of it from her father. I think that, even if you were to ask The Rock, there's nothing like that electricity, not to sound cliched for him, but the connection that he has with people and all of that. And I think it all stems from his time in WWE, and his love of that is evident every time he's around it. I think she sees that as well. And of course, Ada, and it's in her blood. And I think that if it's something she wants to pursue, I know that he is big, like I am, on continuing education and taking the right steps and doing everything the right way. And I know that he believes that it's a wonderful business that I think he would be. Well, I know he'd be proud to have her be a part of. So the question about will you see her more in the future, I think it would be hard not to see her in the future.
We've also seen some things, quite frankly, some Canadian destroyers on NXT and WWE programming that maybe you wouldn't have seen a few years ago. Where is the line drawn on things like that, where there are techniques that we didn't see, and is there anything that you see where you maybe go to talent and say, scale it back, try this different, we're not quite ready for that yet?
I think it all just comes down to safety, talent safety, and as talent are doing things, or talent that we know can do things safely. And look, I look online sometimes and see a plethora of kids that have no training or knowing what they're doing, and in a wrestling ring in some little town somewhere doing a flip and landing on their head or whatever, and the danger level is high, and we're looking out for the long-term health of the talent. So it all comes down to things that can be performed and performed safely. And if we feel like there's a risk of it not being performed safely, then we're not going to allow it to happen. We're not going to allow it to be done for their own well-being, because they're thoroughbred horses. They'll run themselves into the ground, and we have to protect them from that. And what we do is dangerous, and it's a very physical business. Injury rate, it's just a given. If you're not going to do this for a living and not get injured at some point in time, you assume that risk coming in, but you need to be able to manage it, and we need to be the ones to manage it for you and with you. So it just comes down to the talent and knowing the things that they can do safely, and having that belief in them that they can can do it safely. Not taking away the risk totally, but knowing that the chances are it'll be done safely and properly.